Hello and welcome back. This is Steve Bucks Coins and welcome back to the channel. Oops. Today, as Halloween approaches, or it may even be Halloween itself, we're going to look at something a little bit creepy that puts people on edge, and you know, some other people are very frightened by these small creatures. I can't say I'm enamoured of the poisonous versions, but there you go. This is one of the latest first aid covers, and this one appealed to my sense of humour somewhat, because the postmark is Web Heath. A bit of a I didn't know Web Heath actually existed until I saw it as one of the options from the postmark on the Royal Mail website. So, spiders. We have 5 second-class stamps and 5 first-class stamps. The second-class stamps are on the top row, and I'll be working from left to right using the postcards, so you can get a clearer picture of what the stamps look like. The first of the second class stamps is a thing called the Sand Bear Spider. It's an off-tan colour with blacks and whites on the abdomen. Spiders are creatures that are in the food chain, and they are eaten by other animals, so they tend to use markings that will frighten possible predators off. Blacks, whites, reds are the normal ones that are used to say I'm poisonous or I'm not edible and will upset your stomach, sort of thing, as a nature's warning. But this is a sand bear cider. Spider cider. What am I like? Fairly dark, neutral tones, browns and blacks and whites. Not overly scary, but certainly if you saw one, you might take a second. Whoa, what's that? I am not bothered by spiders as a general rule. If I see one in the house, I will normally leave it alone. And the reason for that is that spiders are very good. They eat other bugs that you don't want in and around your home. So I tend to leave them alone and let them get on with it. And providing they're not causing a nuisance, I don't normally throw them out. Although some people now are very scared of them, and it's for that reason that they do help the house out by eating unwanted bugs. But that's a sand bear cider. The second one is a very aptly named spider, and it's the cucumber spider. As you can see, it's green. It does have spots on it, which hopefully you won't find on your cucumbers, but its legs are even green. The only thing that doesn't really have green on it is the head itself. Now, and even that's an off greeny brown colour, so unusual. I've never actually seen one of these at all. Now, I don't know 100% that these are actually British spiders. Let me just take a look at the all of these spiders are actually UK based spiders, so you could come across these in your normal day-to-day existence. which, taking a look at some of them, perhaps is not So I think some people who are scared of spiders would particularly want, knowing that there are many species of these spiders. But the cucumber spider doesn't look overly bad, and would fascinate me more than anything else if I saw one. This one looks, the next one, which is a woodland jumping spider, which is this one here. It's got very much the markings of a tarantula in many ways, and looks very similar. Looks a very small tarantula. Very fascinating markings. As I said, I've seen these sort of markings on tarantula spiders in pictures. I've only ever met one tarantula, and that was at an arachnid type of viewing of different arachnids, and it crawled up onto my hand. It was the size of my hand virtually. It was a bird-eating tarantula. It was, I have to say, the experience was a little bit scary because I didn't know what to expect. But there was a very general light touch. You didn't necessarily realise that the spider was on you until you looked down. It was very calm. It didn't bite or anything like that, and it didn't try to have a go. And the experience was quite a relaxing one in the end, once I realised that the spider wasn't going to do me any harm, and it was perfectly happy, just sat on my hand, on the back of my hand. I relaxed and found the experience enjoyable, because I was being faced with something new and something I'd never come across before. So, and the markings on this particular one, the browns and the blacks, remind me of that tarantula. This one, next one is, which is the fourth of the five, so it's the penultimate second class one, is the four-spotted orb web spider. Now, I've never seen one of these. Now, as I said before, they are part of the food chain. They prey on other insects and other invertebrates and such like, and these are also preyed on in their turn. And one of the defense mechanisms is they try to make themselves look bigger than they actually are. They try to warn off animals with colour codings like reds and blacks are danger, poison. And if you've got multiple things that could look like eyes, it's going to make them look bigger than they actually are, and more fearsome than they actually are. Compared to things that are preying on them. So, again, you have a orangey red colour as the main colour, stating, keep away from me, you don't want to eat me, I'm going to upset your system if you try, sort of things. Now, next one's the nursery web spider, which is the last of the second class. This one is more muted in its coloration. I don't know whether its webs are hidden away or whatever, so they don't need to have a very sort of unpoisonous sort of coloration to them. Now, I don't know why they're called nursery web, but it could be that they have young living on their spider web, youngsters, after they're born and such like, or after they, after they're hatched out or whatever it is from their eggs. Now, I don't know whether that's true. I might just make an assumption, because you wouldn't normally name something that's totally opposite to what they actually do or what they actually are. So that's a nursery web spider. The next one is a fearsome looking spider, and it gives you all the traits of I'm poisonous, leave me alone, and it's not a good idea to take me on or eat me. And this is the ladybird spider. Yeah, 6 black dots on a red background. Red and black are danger signs in nature. It's also got black, white and red legs. There's nothing about this spider that if you were preying on spiders that you would say, yep, that's a nice tasty morsel. It's giving you all the danger signs. Now it may well be the fact that it's got so many danger signs on it, so coloration wise, that it may be perfectly harmless, but a predator isn't necessarily going to know that. Quite a forbidding looking type spider. I'm not sure if I saw one of these in the house what I'd think about it, but providing it wasn't, as I said, providing it didn't do me any harm and it's not biting me, I don't really worry about spiders. The next one in comparison is quite a pretty coloration and nice coloration. It's called the candy stripe spider, which is this one here. Has the danger colours of red across its back. Quite a long-legged spider here compared to its body, by the looks of the way that this has been reconstructed. And one thing I have noticed about it is its antennae are almost feathered-like compared to others which are stalk-like with the antennae in the end. These are very feathered-like. I'm wondering if those, you know, normally if you've got that sort of thing, you're using it for stuff like, I don't know, winds and sensing things on the wind or on the breeze, such as prey and other things it may be. I don't really know, but normally if you've got that very delicate antennae, feather-like antennae, you're using it for specialised reasons compared to other spiders. Very nice coloration, very interesting looking spider as far as I'm concerned, compared to this next one which looks really evil, and this is the wasp spider. Now I don't know whether this particular spider gives you a nasty bite or has some sort of poisonous bite, mild poisonous bite, or it might be a poisonous bite for its prey but not for humans. It's a horrible looking spider in comparison to the others. It looks dangerous, and because we see this coloration on things that sting us and make us go ouch, we don't want to know about these sort of animals such as wasps, bees, hornets. You know, is it doing that coloration to frighten possible prey away, possible things that prey on it, frighten it away, or are they actually quite vicious spiders in the sense that they use a poison and bites to paralyse their victims and such like? I don't really know, but it's one that you'd be sort of wary of if you saw one out in the wild. The next one is also named after another animal, and that is a zebra spider. The zebra, obviously, for the coloration of it and its colour, the way that the colours are used, they're using a stripe pattern on the main thorax area of the body. Not sure why. I've never seen one of these at all, I've got to be honest. As I've never seen a wasp spider. I've seen a wasp spider and the ladybird spider. just simply because of their coloration, would be ones that I would observe rather than try to catch. Certainly to begin with. And I'd certainly probably want to know more about them before I handled them without, say, gloves on or something like that. This one, I'm not sure. I can understand why it's called the zebra spider, because of the three coloration, dark white, dark coloration of the stripes, although they're in a chevron pattern rather than a pure stripe. But interesting looking spider. Not one that I would be necessarily frightened of, but one that, because I don't know too much about it, I might give a little bit of a wide berth to. And the final first class stamp, which is that's one on the right hand side here at the bottom, is a heather crab spider. Very unusual coloration. It's a pinky coral type colour. I'm not sure why it's called heather, because I've not really seen pink heather. I've seen purple heather, I've seen white heather, but I've never actually seen a pink heather. There may well be a reddy pink heather that I've not actually seen. I think, thinking about it, there are red flowers on, reddy pink flowers on some heathers, some wild heathers, but it's a very, very unusual coloration for a spider. Unless it's blending in with its background, I can't see why a spider would want to be that colour. As I say, unless it's having its hunting area has a lot of pinks and reds in it, so it's using it to blend in. A very, very unusual colour, and I would be fascinated by seeing one of them in the wild or in real life, just to see, is it as bold in its coloration as that is. Well, that brings this review to an end. We have a set of the postcard and a set of stamps. This cover was issued on the 26th of September. So it's only brand new, it's recent. If you go to the Royal Mail shop, you will be able to buy these stamps. You won't necessarily get the first aid cover like I've got here, but you can certainly buy sets of these stamps if they interest you. You would have them in like a presentation pack rather than a first aid cover. You might be able to pick these up if you are really interested in getting it in a first aid cover, then you should be able to find them on somewhere like eBay. If you've enjoyed this video, could you please give me a thumbs up? It doesn't cost you anything. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, could you please think about doing so? I'm trying to improve my numbers again this year. I do a minimum of 5, usually 6 videos a week, apart from the month of December and the first couple of days in January, where I'm looking to do a video a day over that period. If you're having a hunt, I hope you have a successful one and you find the coins you're looking for. If you're buying coins, then I hope you can get the coins you want for the price you want to pay. And until we meet up again on this channel, thank you for staying to the end. And from me, bye bye. Ta-da now.